Welcome to a highly questionable Tuesday. This is Mina Kimes, ESPN senior magazine writer. What do you like on the show today, Mina?
It's Carson Wentz's world. We're just living in it.
Dale, papi.
Choo Choo! Are you guys all aboard the Wentz Wagon?
It's pretty exciting. The Eagles look really good, and he looks pretty fearless. He's willing to throw the ball down the field. He's fearless in the pocket. He's fearless running through your secondary, and it's a lot of fun. But I would slow down on this because he's playing behind the best offensive line in football. They have protected him, and when he has a clean pocket, he's a different quarterback than when he doesn't have a clean pocket. Peters being out, Tony Baselli calls him the best left tackle he's ever seen in the sport. 9-time Pro Bowler. You take that guy out, I want to see what he looks like without that left tackle.
Well, we saw for some of the game, and he did look pretty won. I, for one, welcome our new ginger overlord. I said yesterday that if the Eagles won, they would be one of the best teams in football, if not the best team. I stand by that. I also think Carson Wentz is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, not just because of what he does with his arm, but there was a play last night at the beginning of the fourth quarter where he was sacked, and then suddenly he was 17 yards downfield, and I have no idea what happened. All I know is that he looks like a legitimate MVP candidate.
He looks very physically strong. You love to see that at the quarterback position. The Ben Roethlisbergers of the world, the Cam Newtons of the world, so big and so fearsome that other guys on other teams hit them, and it doesn't matter that much. It's nice to see at that position. What happened? What are you giggling about?
The Browns, they pass on this guy.
Oh, that's right.
Are you kidding me?
That one hurts, doesn't it, a little bit when you're the Browns, and you could have had that at quarterback. Although I don't think it would look like that if it played for the Browns.
Choo Choo! Was Scotty Brooks out of line?
Okay, is he really going to do that on every question now that he's got the train whistle? All right, let's go last night to this game involving Scotty Brooks. He is the Wizards coach. And Jokic kind of bumps him for the Nuggets, and he staggers backward in a way that feels like a flop, and then starts complaining to the referee. Says after the game that he doesn't think Jokic did that on purpose, but he got the technical foul there, Mina, and I mean, that's...
I don't know. He does seem genuinely surprised. I've seen people make far less aggressive contact and end up in fights. They used to happen on the New York subway all the time when I lived there. And I do think Jokic didn't mean to hit him, so I don't object to what either of those guys did. I do object to him getting the technical, especially since it decided the game.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's what excuses Scotty Brooks, because while it was Bush League, he ended up getting his team a point by flopping and ended up effectively ending the game. If you guys want to put up what the previous coach of the Wizards would do in this situation, look, he can't hold up the board the right way. He doesn't know what's up and what's down on the board. Scotty Brooks helped win them a game last night, cheap or not.
That's why I'm on the Scotty Brooks train.
Woo woo!
Well, I don't know, man. That was a bad flop, but I have seen worse. Look at that.
Oh, have you seen this, Mina? Mina, you haven't seen this? Watch this. Watch this. Oh! His esophagus ruptured. His esophagus clearly ruptured. That guy was not faking it. Look at that.
Underneath. It's like you, imitating Peyton Manning.
Oh, my God. It's so hard to get underneath both of those chins.
Is public trash talk good for Joel Embiid's career?
All right, so Joel Embiid goes 30 points last night against Andre Drummond and then says after the game, I was going to kick his butt, and I told him I was going to kick his butt, and he got me fired up, and he didn't use the word butt. And I love that this young guy, even though he hasn't been healthy for very long, this young guy is willing to stir it up, willing to be a little different, not afraid of being publicly honest, and not afraid to bust that bleep.
Yeah, I like it for a couple of reasons. One, he's really good at it. He also said about Drummond, defensively, he doesn't play defense, which I could spend years as a writer honing my craft and never achieve that level of savage brevity. The man is a poet, but also, as Dan explained, he backed it up. He did dominate Andre Drummond, and if he keeps playing like this, he can continue to antagonize every other big man in the NBA.
That must feel so good. I wish that I had that kind of confidence about anything in my life, that I could be the young person who has not played very much, and I don't mind going up to Andre Drummond, of all people, who's very young and very big, and saying all of that about him because of what he did to him.
By the way, what a fun time to be a Philadelphia sports fan. I mean, the Sixers are fun. The Eagles are awesome. The Flyers have a winning record. The Phillies exist.
I mean, you kind of cheated there by throwing the Flyers in, too. They're 5-3. It's not like they're setting the world on fire. She just wanted to get to her exist jokes.
It's better than the Phillies.
Who would you rather send to the mound tonight, Clayton Kershaw or Dallas Keuchel?
Keuchel is his name. It doesn't really matter. Clayton Kershaw is the one that we're going to be watching tonight. Of course, I go with Kershaw. I don't believe in the narrative. I believe that this guy over the last 5 years has had an ERA under 2. And as an added bonus, the Dodgers hit lefties and take a lot of pitches. So some of Keuchel's magic won't work very well on them.
Yeah, what you're really asking is Clayton Kershaw gonna choke, as
Yes.
we'll soon see from him. And Dan is right. Technically, he is the better. Technically, he is the better pitcher. But we also know that he's 6-7 in the postseason with a 4.4 ERA. However, 5 of those starts came after short rest.
Yeah, nobody's listening to you. Nobody's
I'm
listening to you
gonna get
anymore.
through this.
No, you can
5
get
of
through
those
it, but go
starts
ahead.
came
Keep
after short
trying.
rest.
Keep
The
trying.
Dodgers-
Nobody's listening to you.
Dodgers have managed him well this
Yeah.
postseason. We also know if he gives up a couple home runs, as he is wont to do, they can
Yeah.
give him the quick.
Nobody's listening to you, man. It doesn't matter what you
One
say.
of the most elite bullpens in baseball. I am riding with the
Oh my God,
Dodgers. And,
that was horrifying to me looking at that. That's looking at my worst nightmare later in life. Bobby, get up. We need screaming and alive. All right, very good.
Very professional here.
Did Steve Kerr need to apologize to Jordan Bell's dunk?
All right, very good. Let's check in last night with Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell's dunk. Let's see here. Do you need to apologize for this when you're up this much?
Ooh, the self-alley-oop.
Oh, and the foul. And the foul. I mean,
Disrespectful.
but why do you need to apologize for that? There were 3 minutes left in the game, not 3 seconds. Why would someone need to apologize for showboating? The Warriors enjoy their basketball, even the guys at the end of the bench.
What we're seeing right now is the Warriors going full heel, right?
Yes.
I mean, we've got KD tweeting from
Yes.
burner accounts, Draymond Green is Draymond Green. Steph is throwing his mouth guard in the general direction of a referee. By the way, imagine if one of the Morris brothers had done that. I'm sure they would have been suspended. All that's left is for Steve Kerr to say something offensive like he doesn't like puppies, and then they will fully be on the dark side.
Steve Kerr doesn't like puppies?
No, I think she was.
You heard it here first, guys.
No, that's true. This
You're
story
here
broke
first.
that story. Put it on the scroll right near beneath us, right there. Breaking. Mina reports Steve Kerr does not like puppies. Go ahead and put that on the scroll.
Get it on first take.
What do you make of this Eric Bledsoe drama?
This is fascinating because this is the flip side of what happens in that league when you give players a lot of money and a lot of power and they decide to behave unprofessionally. You got him saying that he was at a hair salon, couldn't show up for work, and the GM's finally saying, I didn't believe that. He's not going to be here any longer. This is the highest paid player on that team. He doesn't want to be there. And what did he do? He just behaved so unprofessionally that he's going to get rewarded for not wanting to be there and behaving that way. He's going to end up somewhere else, and that's the downside to giving these guys this kind of power.
Yeah, you got to think some other players on the Suns and the Knicks and the Bulls are looking at this and like, oh, that's all it takes. I can just do that. And it's an interesting contrast with the NFL where Martavis Bryant has been doing something fairly similar. And the Steelers, meanwhile, are saying, no, we're not going to trade him. He's good. He's an asset. But the contrast with the NBA where Kyrie Irving can come out and say, I want to leave, and then he leaves.
Bryant is an asset. And what they're saying about Phoenix in Bledsoe, he's the first word, an asset.
Well, I want to be traded.
Oh, see,
I demand a trade.
see, this is what happens, right?
Right.
I mean, what are we going to do if he demands a trade? What happened?
I want to go to the Property Brothers. That's what I want to go to.
The Property Brothers?
That's right. That's where I want to be, performing. It's a good show, not like this show here.
Okay, it's a better show than this one. All right, can we work out that
Nobody
trade?
watches this
What
thing here.
would we get back? What would
Got
get?
about
What would
52 views. The Property Brothers, they're loaded with viewers, man.
Wow. We're the sons of TV shows.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Oh, we have a dog, and there's something in the oven. Oh, it can smell the chicken nuggets. Oh, that's what's happening. Yes, I get like that when the house fills with that smell as well.
What is he going to do?
Oh, she's
I love this.
Wow.
Yes.
Time to play the game that doesn't believe that Dan was actually at the hair salon yesterday. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, we question them.
Do you question if this effort was worth it?
Finally, we are showing this clip. We go to Decatur, Texas, a girls' high school volleyball game. Have you seen this?
No, I have not seen this.
This is the most amazing thing I think I've ever seen.
Oh, ever.
Okay, watch.
This save was the most amazing thing
Look at
you've
this.
ever seen.
Show it again. Show it. You're not.
No, it is amazing. No, you're right. That is amazing.
I think her name is Autumn. Autumn is the greatest athlete in the world.
Okay, that's probably overstating things, but
Let's see it again.
yes, they're excited because of how amazing a play that
Look
was.
at this.
Yes, that's hard to do.
Boom!
Yes.
Look how she hits
Yes.
the floor. Look at the grit
Oh.
and the determination.
That was my fault. I was looking at number 11. I had the wrong girl the entire time. It was the second one that crushed it.
That is more athletic than anything I saw on Sunday.
Okay, wait, what?
Do you know what is harder?
What's that, buddy?
When you make a save with your face.
A save with your face?
We're gonna see something.
Okay, that is another video. Is this harder? Let's see here.
Oh.
Yes, that is harder. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a save. Wait a minute. What kind of
Is she
save is
okay?
that?
This is-
The ball went out of bounds. It almost hurt somebody else after hitting her face.
Just literally just wanted an excuse to show pain on the
Wow.
show.
So we went straight from Mina saying this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen to just making fun of somebody else.
Hope she's okay.
Do you question if practice makes perfect?
All right, we go out to Alabama. Alabama is very serious about its football. Even if you're a water vendor, things are serious. Let's see where the water vendor is.
He or she is practicing, I guess.
There
on
is
an
some
off day?
practicing, yes, practicing on an off day, yes, getting the cardio right.
This is
Yeah.
quite the highlight.
Hold on a second, though. I've got a feeling that the producers of this show are throwing something in the show just so that it could lead to something else in the show. I bet you if I call for it, it'll instantaneously appear. Let's check in with somebody else who was rehearsing their mundane job that we laughed at last week, please. See, I knew it. I knew they were going to do that. See, this guy is right here with the wristband. Touchdown!
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait.
Oh, look, Mina's sad. Why is this guy creating sadness and the water vendor in Alabama didn't create sadness?
No, it's just that's a level of commitment I can't relate to.
That ref doesn't impress me, really. He blew the call.
You can tell. You can tell that was incomplete. That was not a touchdown on a review.
You just knew
All
it.
right. All right. My father's very angry about this.
Do you question if her owner should be proud or upset?
Oh, a her. That means there has to be an animal here involved. Her owner. What do we have here? Oh, we have a dog, and there's something in the oven. Oh, it can smell the chicken nuggets. Oh, that's what's happening. Yes, I get like that when the house fills with that smell as well.
What is he gonna do?
Oh, she's gonna.
I love this.
Wow.
Yes,
Oh, you
yes.
can't be upset at this. This
Yes.
animal knows that that's in the oven.
Ingenuity.
Oh, but this is going to be very bad if that oven is hot.
No.
I know. That's
Why
a
did
morbid
your head
turn.
go
I'm just
there?
saying. I don't want the oven to be on.
No, you.
I know. I don't want a fiery canine face on our television show.
What are you, Steve Kerr? Oh, careful!
Yes, careful.
Buzz.
Mina's a real dog person. Careful.
Oh, don't put your head in there.
It's hot in there.
Just.
This is expert work. Oh, knocked it on the floor.
Oh, she got
Yeah. Oh, there are more in there. More in there.
Just get the nuggets and get out of there.
She's figured out the secret to the labyrinth. Yes.
Oh, I love this.
Yes. Excellent video right here.
This is just-
All of them on the floor.
Good job. Good
Yes.
girl. So clever.
Yes, so clever. And there is a burning in that animal's future.
Oh,
I don't want it to be.
Why?
I'm just saying. I'm predicting it. I don't want it to be.
always go there.
Well, it's going to be on the floor when the owner gets
That's
home,
true.
you know.
That's
Probably,
true.
if it is your mother, she's all over the floor. You're not going to cash out. She's going to say, "You did it again." No, it wasn't me. It was the dog. She's not going to believe me. You know what I mean? That's it.
Wait a minute. I think my father just said that my mom confuses the dog pooping on the floor with my father pooping on the floor.
Well, I thought he was intimating that it was you.
No, he was saying even better.
Miami. Time to play the game that feels empty inside. See? Or no?
Why are you laughing at that? That's sad. Why are you laughing at the emptiness inside? You
It's
tell us
everybody.
what's on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued or not.
Tonight on NBA TV,
Bulls at Cavaliers.
You tried to sell it with that enthusiasm, undercurrent in your voice. I am not sold. But let's check in with Bobby Portis. Last time we heard of him, he was breaking someone's face. Here he is apologizing for breaking Mirotich's face. That's a teammate, by the way.
I'm wrong for what I did. I want to publicly apologize to Nico. I feel like I let my fans, the Bulls organization, most importantly my teammates down. This is not what Bobby Portis is.
Bobby, can you coexist with Nico going forward?
Yes, I can coexist with Nico going forward.
Have you talked to him about it?
I texted Nico, and I called him, he didn't respond.
I wonder why he didn't respond. Bobby Portis says, this is not who I am. It's literally almost the only thing I know about Bobby Portis. Mina, are you intrigued?
No, I think the level of effort he put into that apology/hostage video corresponds with what we'll see on the basketball court tonight. I am not intrigued.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. You know who's going to be very happy at that game tonight? Fred. Fred is going to be very happy. You know? Fred Hoifer is going to be very happy. Because, you know, he's going to look around, and he's going to look around, and he's not going to find weight on the bench. And he's going to look around, and he's going to go to the cap bench and go, oh, there he is. You know, I made a hell of a trade, you know.
That would have been so much better if he'd gotten his name right.
On HBO, Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel.
Oh, look at that. He sold that with even more enthusiasm. This producer with some audio time on our show. Let's check in with Georgetown and Patrick Ewing. I don't know why I just called it Georgetown with the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Patrick Ewing goes back to Georgetown as the coach.
Predictably, as soon as Ewing was hired at Georgetown, questions were raised about how he got the job and whether he really deserved it.
Somebody wrote, after firing his son, the specter of further alienating John Thompson proved scary to Georgetown, so they went with a guy of whom they knew he'd enthusiastically approve.
I would say that that's an insult to my intelligence. This university is too smart and too powerful to let me scare them into hiring somebody.
You know, when I got this job, you know, one of the things that they asked me is Coach Thompson going to be coaching this team? And I took offense to that. I am my own man.
That said, it's hard to say no to someone who you love so much and who has such strong opinions.
If he calls me and tells me you should do something, I owe him to listen to what he has to say. But at the end of the day, this is my team now.
Man, that's insulting. Patrick Ewing was on a bench as an assistant coach. This guy's a legend. Nobody does that as an assistant coach on a bench. It is insulting. Mina, are you intrigued?
Yes, John Thompson said nobody there is afraid of him in a way that intimated that everybody there is, in fact, afraid of him.
Yes.
Though I agree it was a great hire. I'm excited to see what happens this season.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me, Patrick Ewing? You know, that's one of my favorite players. You know, I remember that game in the Madison Square Garden against the Heat. You know, it was Alonzo Mourning and Patrick Ewing, and there was a big bro.
Yeah.
And you know who was holding Alonzo Mourning's leg? Jeff Van Gundy.
Yes.
In the middle of, I'll never forget
Right,
that. You know what I mean?
Except it was in Miami. He forgot that part.
Oh,
it
that
wasn't
was
in
in
New
Miami?
York. Yeah, it happened
I
here.
thought that was in New
Yeah,
York.
well, whatever.
It's close.
Details don't matter.
Mostly right.
I'm all.
I know, he is. He's old. He just pronounced Fred Hoiberg's name as something else. It happens. He's an old person.
I'd rather be in the property, bro.
That's right. See, that's why he's protesting. That's right. He's doing his job poorly so he can get on the Property Brothers. Throw those graphics back up there because they were so funny the first time.
On TBS, Snoop Dogg presents The Joker's Wild.
Oh, that show was the truth in my childhood. You don't know what this is. You're too young. You don't know what